まだ枯れない花を君に添えてさげと。まだ枯れない。びっくりした。最悪や。ゴミみたいな歌声入っちゃった。まだ最悪なんだけど。恥ずかしい。恥ずかしい。ちょっとこれ消そうかな。いやもう、やったわ。恥ずかしい。いや全然さ、ライブのこのなんかライブ配信開始しますみたいなやつがさ、開始になんねえなと思ってさ、歌ってたから入ってたわ。最悪。もうやったわ。もうだるーだるー。ここだけ消すとかできんのかな。てかできたとしてもめんどくさいからもういいけどさ。はい、というわけで今日もやっていきます。なんかね、今日はね、親が帰ってくるのが遅くなりそうらしいだけど、まあどうかわかんないわ。結局ね、帰ってくるまでわかんないんですよね、親っていうのは。そういうもん、親って。前回までは、前回はハインド D を倒して、ハインド D を撃破もう爆破して、でその後エレベーター乗ったらエレベーターに透明な人間がいっぱいいて、でもそれを倒して、でその先にねの雪原みたいなところを行きましょうやっていうところです。なんでまあその雪原にね行きたいと思います。で音のね確認をさ全然できてない。なんかめっちゃでかい声でさ俺のゴミみたいな歌声が流れたところまでは把握してんだけど、もう最悪だよマジで。いや歌ってみたみたいな動画上げてるけどさ、あれはねなんかよし真剣に歌うぞと思って歌ってるからあれなんだけどさ、もうふざけてるやつがさこれ流れちゃうっていうのは嫌よね。本当にもう嫌よ嫌よ嫌。じゃあちょっと待ってね、音量確認だけちょっともう一回させてください。大丈夫かな。大丈夫そうだな。ゲーム音も大丈夫そうな気するな。これどこ？これどこ？ちょっとゲーム音でかいか。ちょっとだけ下げるか。こんなもんでいいわ。よし、じゃあやります。もういいです。コメントは一応読めるような状態にはしてるので、ぜひねコメントしてください。いや嘘です嘘です。本当好きにしてください。強制するもんじゃないからね。やります。これどこ？俺ちょっと待って、マジでわかんねえんだけど。これ下ついたんだよね。いやびっくりした。なんかエレベーターから始まったからさ、もう一回透明なやつ叩かなきゃいけないのかと思ったけど、そんなことはないね。よかったです。よし、じゃあチャフが必要なんだよな、この先。確かな。チャフはい。はい。なんだろうね。何が起きるのか。うわー、やっぱり戦う感じですか？スナイパーある人戦いそうじゃない？テンションあるよね。イヤーマン持って、とりあえずノーアイテムでいいか。 地雷がないかだけちょっと確認をしといた方がいいか。地雷はなさそうだね。え、出たよ。おいおい、いや、そこでしゃがむのやばくない？
Snake, are you okay?
Otacon, were there any other stealth prototypes?
No, there were only 5.
So, this isn't stealth camouflage then.
What are you talking about?
Someone's aiming at me in the middle of this blizzard.
It's her!
スナイパールフですね。
Sniper Wolf?
Yes, it's her. It's definitely her.
Otacon, you sound like you're happy.
No, I'm not.
So then what is it?
Snake, please don't kill her.
Are you insane?
Please. She's a good person. You'd know that if you talk to her.
Listen to me, kid. She's a merciless killer.
I can see you perfectly
Whoa.
from here. I told you, I'd never quit the hunt. Now you're mine.
Wolf, no, you can't.
Don't get between a wolf and its prey.
You're pretty good if you can hit me in this storm.
You see, women naturally make better
いやー、どう
soldiers.
するの？
Wolf,
倒
don't
す
do
しかない
this.
の？
Snake, I'm near. Can't you sense me near you?
It's a mistake for a sniper to reveal our location.
Is that right? Well, I'm going to send you a love letter, my dear. Do you know what that is?
いや
It's a bullet straight from my
ー、向こうは
gun
完全
to
に殺
your
す気だ
heart.
ね。
Please, Wolf. Snake, no!
Quiet! Don't get in our way.
Now I'm gonna pay you back for Meryl.
You men are so weak. You can never finish what you start.
さあ、どうする？レーションだ。まずえっ、線分かってたんですけど、いてててて、やばいやばい。いやいや、それさ、ちょっと待って、線なし、ちょっと待って、線なしずるくない？いやいやいやいやいやいやいやいやいや、ちょっと待って、ちょっと待って待って。ここ当たんない？ここ当たんないね。赤い線めっちゃ来てる。打ってこないな。ちょっと試したいことあったけどいい？これ今回ニキータ使える？あ、使えるじゃん。ちょさ、ニキータさ当たんないのこれ？立ってると当たる？もしかして。どこだ？上の方でしょ。木がある。あれ？これじゃないの？え？え？待って、これこれニキータで終わりじゃない？やった。油断せずね。これでこういってこういってそうか、スナイパールフごめんな。これじゃ死んでくれ。 マジかこいつ。兵器の力の方が強いな。でいない。ちょっと待って。ちょっと、あーやばい。結構いなくなったな。待って待って、やばいやばいやばいやばい。使いすぎはさすがに多分。ニキータに向かってさ、もしかして銃弾当ててさ、止めてきてる、もしかして。ちょうどでもいない。いないな。ちょっと待って、てか一回電話しよう。
Sniper Wolf. You can only shoot at her with your PSG-1.
Snake, Wolf is hiding somewhere in that snowfield.
Don't
First,
say
you'll have
that,
to
man.
find out where she is.
She should come out of hiding briefly to shoot at you.
ここはちょっとダメなのかな。このなんか変な崖っぽくなってて当たらない。こっち側が不審だよ。あ、いた。はい。まずここをちょっと歩いて線を出させる。はい。ここだな。はい。いた。あれ？よしよしよしよし。待つ。赤い線が出た。来た。よし。こっち側だよな。この辺りにどっかだと思うんですけど。いない。あ、いたいたいたいたいたいた。ああ、いたのに。ああ、やったか。ああ、やったわ。やばい、これ弾足りない？弾足りなくなったら、それこそ次から正攻法できるみたいな話。どういうのかな。いたいたいた。よし。でも9発あればいけるだろ、これ。いけるね。いや、いけると読んだ。いけると踏んだ、俺は。聞いたくない。痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛いよ、今。お前がういー。いや、ニキータ強えな。スマブラでも強いしね。この辺り、この辺りだと思うんですけど。いたいたいたいた。 うい12発じゃない？そんな遠く離れないと思うんだよ。いた。よし。よった。ニキータ強い。成功法ではないけれども、絶対成功法じゃないけど、これはでも倒せるんだからしょうがない。これで
Waited for this moment. I am a sniper. Waiting is my job. Never moving a muscle. Concentrating.
死んじゃうのこれは。
I am long shot. You cannot save me. Please. Just finish me quick. I am a Kurd. I have always dreamed of a peaceful place like this.
Kurd.
狼。
So that's why you're called Wolf.
I was born on the battlefield. Raised on the battlefield. Gunfire, sirens, and screams. They were my lullabies. Hunted like dogs, day after day. Driven from our ragged shelters. That was my life. Each morning I'd wake up and find a few more of my family or friends dead beside me.
悲しい過去を持ってたの。
I'd stare at the morning sun
サイコマンティスもなんかね、悲しかっ
and
たもん
pray
ね。
to make it through the day. The governments of the world turned a blind eye to our misery. But then he appeared. My hero. Saladin.
さらに
He took me away from all that.
Saladin.
あんまり出
You
てき
mean
ないね
Big。Boss?
ああ、ビッグ
I
ボスの
became a
こ
sniper.
となの。
Hidden. Watching everything through a rifle's scope. Now I could see war. Not from inside, but from the outside. As an observer. I watched the brutality, the stupidity of mankind through the scope of my rifle. I joined this group of revolutionaries to take my revenge on the world. But I have shamed myself and my people. I am no longer the wolf I was born to be. In the name of vengeance, I sold my body and my soul.
悲しいや
Now
つ
I am nothing more than a dog.
Wolves are noble animals. They're not like dogs. In Yupik, the word for wolf is Keglanek, and the Aleuts revere them as honorable cousins. They call mercenaries like us dogs of war. It's true. We're all for sale at some price or another. But you're different. Untamed. Solitary. You're no dog. You're a wolf.
Who are you? Are you Saladin?
Wolf. You spared Meryl's life.
She was never my real target. I don't kill for sport.
Rest easy. You'll die as the proud wolf you
あ
are.
あ、も
I finally
う
understand.
殺すしかないんだ。
I wasn't waiting to kill people. I was waiting to kill myself.
悲しいやつ。
I
悲しいやつ。
was
悲しいやつ。
waiting. was waiting for someone to kill me. A man like you. You're a hero. Please, set me free.
Why? Why? I loved you.
そうだったんだ。そこまで好きだとは思わなかった。
My gun. Give it to me. She's part of me. Everyone's here now.
あ、狼めっちゃ泣いてる。
Set me free.
見れないよな、オタクはね。
Goodbye. Snake, you said that love could bloom on the battlefield. But I couldn't save her. What are you doing?
Returning it to its owner. I don't need a handkerchief.
ああ。
Why?
I don't have any more tears to shed. I'm going to the underground base. We're out of time.
うわあ。
You'll
淡
have to
々と
protect
な。
yourself now. Don't trust anyone.
しなきゃいけないんだもんね。
If I can't stop Metal Gear, this whole place will probably be bombed to hell.
Yeah.
We might not meet again.
I'll hang on to my codec. I want to keep helping.
You can leave anytime. Get a head start. A head start on your new life.
Snake! What was she fighting for? What am I fighting for? What are you fighting for?
If we make it through this, I'll tell you.
Okay. I'll be searching too.
ストーリーが重いよ。メタルギアソリッド。すっきりしねえ。こっち7だもんね。7は開かない。7ここね。この7覚えとくわ。何があるのかちょっと。またこいつか。シャフだな。え？何？え？おい、なんだディスク2って。ちょっと待って待って。これ？これで大丈夫？びっくりした。いける？いや、じゃあまあ一応ディスク1 前編、ここまでが前編ってことなのかな。ちょっと一応電話かけてみるか。
Snake, that's a blast furnace. Blast furnace? What do they use that for?
There's no airport on the base, so it's hard to bring in supplies. They must have built a blast furnace so they could make building materials and such.
That makes sense. Whew. I'm starting to sweat. It's getting kind of warm.
The entrance to the underground base is further below.
さらに下。
There should be a cargo elevator that you can take down somewhere around there. Try to find it.
エレベーターを探せ。ちょっと待って。これ追ってこないだろ。どうなの？大丈夫だと思うけどね。この先端に行く。スタングレネード。どう進めばいいんだこれ。なんかあったね。え？どうやって飛んだの？さあどうやって降りればいいんだここから降り方がわかんない。降りれないけど。とりあえずちょっと電話してみよう、いろんな人に。また今回とりあえず。
The elevator is stopped at a lower floor and it won't come up. Is there some way to get to an elevator that will take me down further?
Well, there is one, but
Where?
can you see to the west of the blast furnace? You see that crane? I think if you go down those steps, you'll get to the other side.
Did you ever see anyone actually go down there?
No, but I've seen mice go there.
Do I look like a mouse to you?
Be careful of that crane, too.
クレーンを渡る。クレーンでどれまで行ってんだ。下のやつ。このクレーンがここまで来るってこと？ここじゃないの？
If you stick close to those steps. I think you can make it.
あ、オッケー、はい。こういうことね。やば。確かに今ネズミは歩いてた。ここにアイテムあった。ここを歩くんだ。いや、I'll be back。クレーン、あれがクレーンだったってこと？ちょっとよく分かんなかったわ。ごめん。これ触っちゃダメってことね。どっちに来るこれ。やばい。ダメじゃね、そしたら。今。よし。おお。向こう行け。さすがに無理だよ。あ、これで避けるってこと？行ってくる、上を。頭を下げればぶつかりませんってことね。あ、下にレーション見える。おお。レーション取る。なんだ。あ、これは証拠。これで多分ショートカットができるようになったよと思う。多分銃が必要だ。おお、いけちゃったよ。ちょっといけちゃったらいけちゃったら不安だから、ちょっと前のエリア戻ってちょっとあされるとこがないかだけ見てから行く。わかるでしょ。ニキータ。ニキータはこれから必要になる。熱い。スタンドル熱い。あまりのことにちょっと声出ちゃったわ。あ、よかった。あれでセーブ入ったっぽい。ちょっと待って、違う、どうやって撮んのかなと思って。どうやって違う、わざとじゃないんだ。ちょっと待ってな。 あいつの問題だとどうすればいいのよ。もういいや、諦める。ここの練習諦めるわ。ちょっともう3回死んだらもう多分取れないよ。俺には取れない。諦めるべしと。そうだ。何スティンガーミサイル、チャフグレネード。戻ろう。あ、違う違う違う。あ、この蒸気に当たるとダメージってことね。部屋にいたら、なんか一定時間部屋にいたらダメージ受けるのかと思ったら。じゃあここ行きますかね。雰囲気変わったからキャンベルで忘れた。
Metal gear is straight
そ
down.
の下、はい。怪しいね。なんかあるね。まだちょっと罰をしちゃったから英語のセリフ聞けなかったけど、ありますね。これは何か隠してることが。ちょっと漁れるだけ漁りますよ。対メタルギアってことでしょ。対メタルギアなんて言ったらさ、もうちょいで終わるんじゃないのこのゲーム。ここ登れるでしょ。なんもないわ。じゃあ多分ここの機械をいじったら下へ行くんだと思うんですよね。あれ違う。オタコーンどうすればいいんだい。
Snake, the elevator won't move unless you push the switch. There's a control panel, right? Get closer and press the action button.
いや、これじゃないのだから。え、これじゃない、これじゃないの。え、操作盤ってこれじゃないんですか。オタコン、え、これじゃないの。めっちゃこれじゃない。あ、待って、なんか変なのある。あ、いや、そう、違う、全然あれだわ。え、これじゃないの。あった。
Snake, the elevator won't move unless you push the switch.
Huh?
There's a control panel, right? Get closer and press the action button.
これじゃないの。これじゃなくて、これじゃないの。ちょっと待って、どれ操作盤って。じゃあ探す、他のとこないよ。操作盤なんてさ、他に。マジでわかんねえんだけど、操作盤ってどれ。あれしかなくね。あれしかないよね。絶対これだよね。あ、できた。急にできた。マジでメタルギア戦ってこと？ おいおいおいおいおいおいおい。てか。待て。落ち着け。まずなんだが、まずこいつは見にくい。非常に。で、そして、クレイモアが2発しかない。ちょっと待ってな。これは無理だな。これは無理だから、一回、よいしょ。で、10だな。やばい。あいつ死んだろ。やばい。殴りやばい。ここに C4 を設置。よし。オッケー。いやでもやばい。体力がマジでなくなっちゃった。C4 でも同じことができるんだ。メタルギア。いて。嘘。まさかさ、そんなところにその自動追尾のあれがあると思わなくない普通。音は一応するけどさ。で。どうやってこうね。はい。あ、今度敵来なさそうだね。あ、なんか右上にアイテムあった今。カラス。なんかレイブンみたいなさ、名前の敵いなかった？いたよね。
Metal Gear is straight.
If you take that elevator,
カラスがたくさんいる。来た。
Snake, I've got something to tell you about Naomi Hunter.
What about her?
Is this conversation secure?
何
Don't worry, the monitor's off.
Okay.
What's up?
I was in the FBI too, you know.
I didn't know that. What's your point?
Dr. Hunter's story about her background, about her grandfather being an assistant secretary to Hoover in the FBI.
Yeah?
And then going undercover to investigate the mafia in New York.
Yeah, what about it?
It was all a big lie.
Huh?
What did you say?
It was really bothering me. Why would she lie
でも本
about
当
it?
そうよ。
She lied.
She might be a spy.
Ridiculous.
Come on, even a high school student could see past it.
The head of the FBI at that time, Edgar Hoover, he was a well-known racist. Didn't Naomi say that her father was Japanese?
Yeah.
Well, back then, there wasn't a single Asian investigator. Also, in the 1950s, the undercover mafia sting operations hadn't even started yet. They first started in 1960 in Chicago, not New York. But you better check it out. The chief and the president mysteriously dying, that ninja, too many strange things are happening.
Are you saying that Naomi might be behind it?
I don't know. Either that, or she's working with the terrorists.
Could it be?
If I find out anything,
なんか変に
I'll
敵に
call.
詳しかったりする
In
も
the
んね。
meantime, be careful.
やっぱり帰ってくるの遅いですね、俺。いやー、今日結構進めたいな。そしたらなんか今日ね、今日が終わっちゃうと次月曜日になっちゃうから、日にちが空くとこのハラハラ感っていうのがね、かなり薄れてしまう気がするので。めっちゃ暗いじゃん。いや、演出でただ暗いだけだった。なんかいる。
Welcome, Cossack. This is the end of the road for you.
戦車に乗ってたやつだ。
Listen, they agree. Ravens aren't scavengers like most people think. They're simply returning to the natural world, that which is no longer needed. Sometimes they even attack wounded foxes.
You were the one in the M1 tank?
うん、そうだ。
Must have been a tight fit for a big boy like you.
But that was no true battle. The Ravens and I were testing to see what kind of man you were. The judgment is decided. The Ravens say you are a true warrior.
Am I hallucinating? I can't move.
No,
Raven has put the mark of death upon you. Blood from the east flows within your veins. Your ancestors too were raised on the barren plains of Mongolia. Inuit and Japanese are cousins to each other. We share many ancestors, you and I.
I don't have any crows in my family tree.
You jest, but indeed ravens and snakes are not the best of friends. Nevertheless, you will make a worthy
やばいよ。いや、俺体力ミリなのにしかも。
You live in Alaska too. You know of the World Eskimo Indian Olympics?
Yeah, I know it. Must be a real threat in the muck-duck eating contest.
Yes, you are right. But there is another event that I excel at. It is called the ear pull. It is an event where two opponents pull each other's ears while enduring the harsh cold.
何それ。
It tests spiritual as well as physical strength.
You want to pull each other's ears?
The form is different, but the spirit is the same. Rejoice, Snake! Ours will be a glorious battle.
This isn't glorious, it's just plain killing. Violence isn't a sport.
Well, we'll see if there's iron in your words.
始まるね。アイテムがないか探しに。スティンガーミサイル、なんでスティンガーミサイルなんだ。とりあえず電話しよう。
That place is right in the middle of the permafrost. Just like the name says, it never melts. I've heard over 85% of Alaska is permafrost. It's extremely cold there, Snake. If you don't hurry, your sea
寒
rations
さで
will
レー
freeze.
ションが凍りつく。
One way to prevent your sea rations from freezing is to hold them close to your body by equipping them.
しかしレーションなんて俺はもう持ってないんだよ。
That room is still under construction because their main priority was to finish Metal Gear's underground base. But the good thing is, with all those containers, it should be easy to hide, right?
Come on out.
どうしよう。当たった。よしよし。2キーでやったこいつ。よしよし。ダメか。ダダダダダダってやつに当たっちゃうと無効化されるみたいな。オッケーオッケーオッケー。なんだ。なんか変なの出てた。なるほど、通れない道が出てきた。ああ、いや、かなり強いなこれ。あーやべ、うわー、バレたらこんだけダメージ出る。これ結構きついな。ダメだ。めっちゃ下打ちされる。戦い方でも間違ってないな。ニキータでっていうことだよね。ミサイルって人にだって向けて撃ってんのかな。怖っ。カラスに向けて撃てんの怖いなこれ。まだグレネードとかはワンチャンあるかもな。スタンとか効くのかな。スタンとか効くんだったら結構激アツだけど、まあちょっといろいろ試してみるしかないよな。ニキータ、とりあえずニキータにして。 あーバレた。グレネード作戦どうだ。あーダメだ。もう後ろに目ついてんのかって思うぐらい速かったわ。振り向き3センチだこいつ。超ハイ戦士。ちょっとグレネードはきついかもな。なんとかちょっとうまくニキータを当てる方法を探してニキータでやるしかないですよ。あ、ここ7で焼くんだ。さあ、これでわかんない。ダメだダメだダメだダメだ。やっぱ正面から無理だ。ニキータだね。ニキータ以外も俺は分からん。こいつの倒し方。ニキータでいこう。落ち着け落ち着け。いや全然今日こいつも倒せるはワンチャンあると思うけどね。あ、やった。よし。近いね。あ、やべ。オッケー。これだな。これで見て。オッケーオッケーオッケーオッケー。オッケーオッケーオッケーいいよ。これダメだ。その列はね。どこだ。ここら辺来ると思う。よしよしよしよしよし。そうだね。あーバレた。 悪。やばいわ。こんだけ近いで。近い近い。近いな。やばい、いや死んだ。くそー。いやー途中結構良かったんだけどね。どうだろうな、なんかさあ、スタンドにする。うわっ、え、なんで死んだ今。なんで死んだ俺。マジでわかんねえ。なんでなんでニキータ爆発した。ダメだよ。いやーバレるな。ちょっと電話してさ、ちょっともうちょっとなんかいい感じのことを教えてくれて。
Vulcan Raven is half Native Alaskan American and half Inuit. He was raised as a shaman, and they say he has supernatural powers. During the Cold War, he trained in Russia with the Bimple, the Soviet Special Forces. In 1993, he was demoted by President Yeltsin following his coup d'état, so he fled the country and became a mercenary. After that, he joined those rent-a-war bastards at Outer Heaven, Inc. He stayed there until he joined us in Foxhound, thanks to a strong recommendation from Revolver Ocelot.
That cannon he's holding is a 20mm Vulcan gun. You usually see them mounted on fighter planes. You can't take him on in a firefight. He'll make mincemeat of you.
He's not just strong, Snake. He's a graduate emeritus from Alaska University, so he's a quick thinker too.
In any case, you'd better not try to attack him from the front. Normal weapons are no match for his 20mm Vulcan. Try to attack him from the sides or behind.
それが多分一番のあ、ダメだ。ああ、なるほど。俺が撃ったやつをあいつが撃って、でそれで俺の目の前で爆破してるからダメージ受ける。キードなんだな。こっちが来てよしよしよし。あーダメだ。よしね。ちょっと近くにいたので。ああ早い。いやーバレるね。バレるな。いやー死んだ。くっそー。いやきついよこいつ。どうしよう。どうしようってかもうこのニキータ作戦以外ないんだけどさ。近くをぐるぐる回るっていうのは割と作戦としてはありそうだ。こういうところからあちょっ 手前見せたけど、ガーって打つ時があるから、待って。バレても当たるから。これだな。こいつがダダダって打つのを待つ。今のまあでもこうだな。これが多分正解だと思う。近くに行ってで、あいつが我慢せでうわーって打ってる時に俺がニキータでバコーン。これが正解。スタングリネードとかうわーとか言ってたけど、多分普通に打ってたし。あ、終わった。ごめん。これは俺が悪いわ。やべえ。久々に来たな、この沼ポイント。沼ポ来ましたよ。今回の沼ポはレイブン。いや、笑い事じゃねえよ。え？なんで今のはマジ目の前なんもなかったでしょ？なんで今のはさすがに許容できないけど。今のはおかしくない？拾ってレーション飲んで余ってここにギータチャンス。これ渡るね。すごい早く。いやーマジか。嫌だったね。 ケー。なる。一回待とう。オッケーオッケーオッケーオッケー。はい、戦い方が分かってきた。バレてもそんなに支障ないの。2回欲張ろうとするとダメだ。逃げます。はい、ここで打つの待つよ。これ待つよ、打つの待つよ。待ってるよ。打ってくるの待ってるよ。あ、いたね。やばいやばい、待ってる。あー、わ。ここ良くない。撃て。全然撃たなくなったんですよ。全然撃たなくなったんだけど、急に。やばい。もう一発撃てるようになったらでかい。どここれ。オッケー。でけえよ。ダメか。オッケー。なんでこいつやばすぎでしょ。急にもうそろそろだ。気をつけないとやばいよ。嘘なんでよ。ここで操作ミスっていうか暴発っていうかさ嘘マジで言ってんの。最悪だよ。マジかよ。いやもう倒してたじゃん。マジで多分 1,2 発だったよね。あといやマジかよ。もうレイブン ちゃん、あんたね、よくないわよ、そういうの。レイブンちゃんってこれ、ニキータちゃんかな、悪さをしたのはね。本当に困るよ。困っちゃうよ、そういうことされちゃうと。今これなんだね。クリエーション。これダメだろ。いやいや。こいつさこいつさダメだろ。その攻撃が長すぎてさ、起き上がって無敵時間でよーし倒れて無敵時間で起き上がろうと思ってる時にもさ、ダメージがダダダダダってずっと続いてんだよ。起き上がれないのよダメだよそれ。それ誰かがいいって言ったの？それ、そういう攻撃していいよって誰も言ってないと思うけど、そういうさ、そういうズルはさ、今までさお互いしてこなくなかった？まあ、スナイパーウルス戦あれズルって言われたらまあそうだけど、でもさ違うじゃん。ちょっとあんたのそのズルはさ、ちょっと違うズルだと思う。それよくない。待って、危ない、なんであんな2000枚あんないいとこまで行って普通さ、あともうちょっとで勝つってなったらさ、次勝つでしょ。なんでその後の2回クソザコシしてんのこいつ。もう意味わかんない。もう勝ちたいのに勝たしてくれよ。しまなかったこれ行くんだ。ある程度近づかないとダメだ。全然大丈夫。いけいけいけいけいけいけいけいけいけいけ、よしよしよしよし。どっから来てんの？上から来てるね。あ、いた。貫通すんのこれ実は。ちょっとガバい。やばい。ちょ待って。あーごめんごめん、これ俺のミス。やばい。一発も食らえないな。どこに ちゃ我慢するようになったんです。おお、間に合った。体力半分ぐらい切るともう無駄打ちしなくなるんだ。そういうことだと思う。あ、レーションの箱ここね。いいしね。予測してさ、ダメ。この辺りだと思った。いい。危ねえ。マジか、間に合わなかった。いやー、勝てねー。悪くなかったけどね。ステーション取って、よしよしよし。箱で稼ぐよ俺。稼いでるよ箱で。よしよしよし。近づいて。いいよ。ちょっと待ってよ、です。早期決着しないとダメだこいつ。待って、もうさ 最悪、もうミスった。なんだよこいつ、敵の攻撃一回も受けてねえじゃん。自分のニキータにしか当たってないよ、もうあーくそーってでもいける。もうでも完全にコツ掴んだ今。うわ、ここから時間の問題だな。レーションだけ取りたいでも。はい。後ろ向いてよし。近づく。いけ。よし。オッケーオッケー。やばい。行って守ろう。この子ってマジでやばい。あ、もうだからもうやだ。え、待って、生きてんじゃん。おい、生きてんじゃねえか。おい、諦めたから俺が負けたんだ。もうマジかよ。俺のせいだ今の。うわ、耐えてたじゃん。スネークが俺に対して救済措置出してくれたのに、俺はそれに応えてあげられなかった。よし。で近づきながらニキータに変えて、よし。オッケー。これハメだね。逃げる。レーション来る。いいよ、このムーブいいよ。近づく。やばいやばいやばいやばいやばいやばい。ああ、もうこいつくそー、もう銃撃つ。なんだよこいつ。何リロードとかないのそれ。まずった、完全にまずった。今日マジで遅いなこれ。マジでワンチャンあるよ。チャンス的にあとマジでここで倒さないとダメぐらいだと思うけど、時間的にはそろそろ怪しい。マジでいつ帰ってきてもおかしくないから。2日後はね、結構ね、もう忘れてると思うんだよな。もう オフにしてくれ、頼むから。真の敵は敵じゃなくて自分なんだよ。もうニキータ。いや、ニキータ悪くないんだよ。俺なんだよ、悪いの。人のせいにしようとするな。責任転嫁なんて最低の人間がすることだ。よし、近づいて。ここでニキータに変えておいて。そろそろダメだな。一回さすがにレーションを拾っておかないとなんと。あ、待って待って、俺は何をしてんの？マジでバカじゃねえの？バカかこいつ。よし。待って、なんでこいつ後ろ向くんだよ。おい、今まで前向いたら前歩いてただろこいつ。いやー、さあ完全に沼に入りましたよこれは。おー、やだー。ごめん。よし。よしよしよしよし。よし。ナイスシャドウ。こういうこと。危ねえ危ねえ、今とっさに武器しまおうとしてた。これはいったでしょう。よっしゃ
ー。Just as the boss said, it is my existence which is no longer needed in this world. But my body body will not remain in this place. My spirit and my flesh will become one with the ravens. In that way, I will return to Mother Earth who bore me. Snake! I will be watching you. Understand? Snake, take this security card. It will open that door.
Why?
You are a snake which was not created by nature. You and the boss. You are from another world. A world that I do not wish to know. Go and do battle with him. I will be watching from above. First, I'll give you a hint. The man who you saw die before your eyes.
What is it?
はいはいはいはいはい。ダーパ局長
That was not the DARPA chief.
え
It was Decoy Octopus, a member of Foxhound.
は
He was a master of disguise. He copied his subjects down to the blood. So he drained the chief's blood and took it into himself. But he wasn't able to deceive the Angel of Death.
The Angel of Death.
どういうこと
But why go to so much trouble? Why impersonate the chief?
いや本当だよ
That is the end of my hint. You must solve the rest of the riddle yourself. Snake, in the natural world, there's no such thing as boundless slaughter. There's always an end to it. But you are different.
What are you trying to say?
The path you walk on has no end. Each step you take is paved with the corpses of your enemies. Their souls will haunt you forever. You shall have no peace. Hear me, Snake. My spirit will be.
本当こいつも言ってるけどマジでスネークには救いの未来が一切ないよね本当に救われないこいつだけ一切救われてないプレイヤーキャラクターだからさ多分死ぬこともないでしょこいつ
Snake, it's me.
Master.
It's about Naomi. Turn your monitor off.
What about Naomi?
Colonel, is Naomi there?
No, she's away. She's taking a short nap. So what is this about Naomi?
Okay, maybe we'd better let the Colonel hear this too.
Yeah. Go on, Master.
Well, basically, Dr. Naomi Hunter is not Dr. Naomi Hunter at all.
What?
I thought her story of her background sounded kind of fishy, so I checked it out.
And?
There is an actual Dr. Naomi Hunter, or I should say, there was one. But she's not the woman we know. The real Naomi Hunter disappeared somewhere in the Middle East. Our Naomi must have somehow obtained her identification papers.
So then who is she really?
いや本当よ
She must be some kind of spy.
A spy?
Yes. Maybe she's been sent to sabotage this operation.
Are you saying she's with the terrorists?
I don't want to believe it either, but she is working for Foxhound.
So you think she had a part in the uprising?
Or she could be working with some different group
別
altogether.
の組織
Different group? It couldn't be.
Place her under arrest.
What?
She's betrayed us. She needs to be arrested and interrogated to find out who she's with.
If she's one of their spies, then we're in big trouble.
What do you mean?
Nothing.
Have you let her in on some kind of vital secret or something? Does this have anything to do with the mysterious deaths of the DARPA chief and the arms tech
ちょっと
president?
キャンベル秘密が多すぎるよお前マジで。言えよ。
Anyway, we cannot allow her to participate any further in this mission.
Wait a minute. Without her, we can't complete this mission.
何
I
何
knew it.
おかしい
You're hiding
よ。
something.
言わな
Give me
き
some
ゃ。
time. I'll try to get it out of her.
Hurry then. We've got to figure out who she is and what she's doing here.
I understand. Snake, give me some time.
I don't have any time left for
本
you.
当だよ。急げ急げってお前が言ってんだろいつも。こいつ。言ってんな。うわぁ。武器だけになってる。アイテム落ちてないの？アイテムないんだもん。拾ってないんだけどな。この辺りだったもんな、確か。ちょっと申し訳ないけど、ちょっと一回これ7手に入れたから、スナイパーウルフ倒したとこまで戻って、あっちのね、7の扉開けてみます。何が入ってるのか普通に気になるし。それからかな。かなりもう、なんか、そのね、今倒したレイブンのいう感じだと、先に進んだらもうすぐ、リキッドスネークなのかな？ボスと戦うみたいな感じだったからね。まあ、もしかしたらメタルギアを挟んでリキッドスネークなのかもしれないけど、もっと言えばあれかもね、もしかしたらリキッドスネークと戦って、その後にメタルギアと戦って、でそのメタルギアを操縦しているのがなんとナオミハンターでしたみたいな、そんなこともあり得るのかな。さすがにないかな。まあにしてもかなりもう終わりは近そうだね。ちょっと先へ進んで、先へ進む前に一回戻って、なんかアイテム手に入るかもしれないし。結構いいアイテム入ってたりとかするからね、ああいうので。そうそう、ロケットランチャーとかまだ入手してないよね。これ無理だ、マジで取れねえこれ。無理だな。いやデーション欲しいんだけどな。まあいいや、ちょっとここはもう上行こう。でもなかったでしょ。こっちあったよな、でしょ。 よかった、復活してて。やばっ。死ぬか、さすがにきついよ。ちょっとこれは一回ちょっと振り払いそうもない。一回死ぬ。レーション取ってもう一回上行くわ。レーションの場所はもう分かったから。あ、いて。そうだし。落ち着け。待て待て。エレベーターがあったよ。どっかに。エレベーターで行こう。ここじゃない。この真上みたいな。バレた。右にねえんだけど。オッケー。お前神かい。レーションも取るんだけど、エレベーターまでどうやって行くんだったかな。ここだね。よし。ここ出てこれないわ。こっちに7があった。ミサイルだけ？ え、めっちゃ建物ないしかも。いっぱい拾える。あ、レーションもあった。ん？あ、こうやってるんだ。弾だね。下にも何もなし。あれ一緒めっちゃある。段ボールが欲しい。雪原行き。あ、レーション満タンだったな。聞いた。行くか。ラスボスなのかな。もう回り道はもう特になさそうだね。まあそこの溶岩のレーション欲しいけどね。当たんなかった。一回入っていこうか。ちょっとやっぱあそこのちょっとレーション挑戦したい。あれ取りてえ。 あ、いっそー、取れてたよ今。でもいけるな。取れた取れた、今取れたよ。ちょび押しだ、ちょび押し。マジでミリ単位だね。オッケー、これで危ねえ。よし、オッケーオッケー。これでまあ万全と言っていいんじゃないですか。かなり万全に近いよ。スタンじゃない、チャフね。さあ、僕には何が待っているのか。で、ここをチャフ投げるのを忘れないようにすると。ここで見つかるの？なんか右側なんかあったよね。あ、これだけ？えっ！急すぎないですか？なんかある。やばすぎでしょ。レーションがあるのはいいけどさ。だって見えないんだよ。あまりにもこれはちょっと、これは良くないトラップだと思うわ。これ悪い人が作ったね。ちょっと今までと美しくない、この今のクレイモアは。こんな匍匐で歩けば別に回収できるからいいじゃんみたいな発想で作ってたでしょ今の。よくないよ今の。さあ、この先ですよ。何が待ってるのか。今日めっちゃ進むな。いいね。配信時間がアホほど長くなるのはなるので、ちょっとそれはあんま良くない気もするけど、まあまあまあ、そういうもんだからそういうこともあっちゃうよねっていう時間設定、仕方ない。やばすぎでしょ。ちょっと待って、今やばいね。今ここ、俺今死ぬね。俺今ここ死ぬよね。ちょっと待ってね、熱源スコープどこ？あれ、熱源スコープなくね？また。 やばいやばいやばいやばい。マジか。スティンガーミサイル。ちょっとおかしい。道が分かりません。ちゃんと。ここか。なんだ。ついにメタルギアか。
Snake, I'm sure that woman calling herself Naomi is some type of spy. And now I'm starting to think that Campbell might be hiding something too. Don't trust him.
マスターしか信用できないの。
Snake, if it's about Naomi.
ナオミのことじゃない。このもうずーんとこの音楽に。
It looks like they've finished getting Metal Gear ready.
How do you know that?
I overheard them talking. Where are you now?
Right in front of Metal Gear, but it's strange.
What is?
やっぱメタルギア
There's
なの。
nobody here. No guards. Nobody patrolling. It's too quiet.
Maybe because they're all ready. They said they even input the PAL codes.
What should I do?
All we can do is use the override system that President Baker told you about.
But I've only got one of the 3 keys, and besides that, like Ocelot said, there's some trick to using the keys.
Leave it to me.
You got some kind of plan?
Well, I'm in the computer room right now. I'm trying to access Baker's private files.
Baker's files. Don't you need a password?
Of course, but there are ways.
Are you a hacker?
Yep, that describes me pretty well.
Does it look like you can get in?
I don't know yet. I'll give it a try.
I'm counting on you.
どんどん信用できる仲間が減っていくっていうのはなんか嫌だね。どこから行けばいいんだろう。ここか。すごいな。
Snake, it's me again.
How's it going?
Not bad. I just got past his 3rd security
Hey, hey,
level.
hey.
He was a pretty careful guy.
Do you think you'll break in soon?
I never met a system I couldn't bust into.
Okay,
オタコン
keep
頼りになる
trying.
な。スティンガーミサイル使うのがね、いいからね。メタルギア2の頃のスティンガーミサイルとなんか全然違うもんね、操作法とかも。でかいメタルギアに使うかも。この音楽もすごい不安感を煽るよね。
Snake, I did it!
お
You got past security?
Bingo!
Great. So what do you got?
I accessed the confidential Metal Gear file.
So what about the PAL override system that Baker talked about?
I haven't found it yet.
That's what I need to know.
But Snake, I found something else.
なんだ
What?
The secret behind the new nuclear weapon. Just as I thought, the nuclear warhead is designed to be fired from the railgun like a projectile. It doesn't use fuel, so it isn't considered a missile. That way it can get around all sorts of international treaties.
Pretty sneaky.
Yes, but effective. And that's not even the scariest thing about this
な
weapon.
んですか
Oh, I can't wait to hear this.
It's a stealth weapon.
You mean it won't show up on radar?
Yeah. The truth is, they've been working on a stealth missile since the late 70s.
Why weren't they able to develop one until now?
Because of the missile rocket propulsion system, it would be picked up by enemy satellites.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
But unlike a missile, the railgun doesn't burn any propellant, so it can't be detected by any current ballistic missile detection systems.
An invisible nuclear warhead.
まあよくわかんないけど、そ
Totally
れ見え
impossible
ない
to
核弾頭。
intercept. And on top of that, it's got a surface-piercing warhead designed to penetrate hardened underground bases.
We learned that lesson in the Gulf War.
This thing could mean the end of the world.
やばい
It's
じ
the
ゃん。
ultimate weapon. And from a political point of view, it avoids the problem of nuclear reduction and nuclear inspections. Colonel, is this true? Are you listening?
I'm listening.
If word of this got out, it could delay the signing of the START 3 treaty and cause a huge international incident.
Yeah, it would be nasty. The United States would be denounced by the UN. It could even bring the president down.
Did you know this, Colonel?
I'm sorry.
You changed,
本
Colonel.
当だ、全
I won't
然
make any excuses.
全然教え
Snake,
てくれなかっ
listen
た
to。me. This new nuclear weapon, it's never actually been tested, only simulated.
You mean they ran a computer model?
Yeah, that's why they were conducting this exercise. They needed to get actual experimental data to back up the simulation.
What were the results of the exercise?
It looks like it went better than they hoped for, but I can't find the data anywhere on this network. You'd think the data as important as that would be carefully recorded.
It was. President Baker gave me an optical disc with all of the test data.
What? Do you still have it?
No, Ocelot took it from me.
Damn. The terrorists have replaced the dummy warhead with a real warhead. Once they input the detonation codes, they should be ready to launch.
So you think they can do it?
Well, the dummy warhead was designed to be identical to the real thing, so I think so.
Did you find out how to override it yet?
Not yet. It must be in a separate file. Right now I'm looking through all of Baker's personal files.
We're counting on you.
いや、ほんとよろしくね、オタコンね。さあ、ここからどう進んだらいいもんなんでしょう。待って、敵いる。ダメだ。 れでいい。
Snake, did you find it? No. I haven't found out about the override system yet, but I found Baker's ulterior motive.
He's just looking to get rich, isn't he?
Armstech is in much worse financial trouble than I thought.
I know they lost their bid to make the next generation fighter jet. That plus the reduction in SDI spending.
It looks like there was even some talk of a hostile takeover.
Everything was riding on this project, I guess.
And it looks like we were paying a lot of bribe money to the DARPA chief.
Bribe money, huh?
Yeah, and Baker was a big proponent of the nuclear deterrent theory.
I see. So anyway, what about the override?
Just give me a little bit longer.
解放教えて。社長の方はもうでも見るからにあれだったもんね。見るからになんていうの、成金みたいな見た目してた。死んじゃったけど。おいおいおいおい。
Okay, I've entered the PAL codes and disengaged the safety device. We can launch anytime.
There's still no response from Washington. It looks like we'll have to show them that we mean business.
Should I set it for Cherniton, Russia?
No, there's been a change. The new target is Lopnor, China.
Why, boss?
I'm sure neither you nor Mr. Golukovich would really like to see a nuclear bomb dropped on your motherland, right?
Liquid. But why? There's nothing there.
Wrong. It's a nuclear test site.
A nuclear test site?
If we nuke a major population center, the game's over. But a nuclear explosion at a test site can still be concealed from the public. Meanwhile, Washington will be worried about the retaliatory strike from China.
That'll probably mean top-secret talks between both countries' leaders.
Of course. And in the process, the president will be forced to divulge the existence of a new and highly destabilizing nuclear weapon to the Chinese. What do you think that will do to the US's reputation? Or the president's?
And with the CTBT, that means that China and India, I see.
Yes. When the other countries hear about this new weapon, they'll all want to contact us. Washington won't be very happy when we start selling their own system to the highest bidders. Yes, the president will break. He will give in to our demands.
Big boss's DNA and $1 billion. $1 billion?
That money will be used to cure our genome soldiers as well. I'm also including the Fox-Die vaccine in our demands.
Fox-Die? It killed Octopus and the Armstech president. So it's true that it affects older people first. Mantis might not have been affected because he wore a mask.
Wolf wasn't infected either. Perhaps due to those tranquilizers she always took.
Something to do with the adrenaline level in the blood. Or maybe it's just because this Fox-Die was still experimental and they haven't worked out all the bugs yet.
In any case, have you heard from your friend, Colonel Sergei Golukovich, at the Spetsnaz?
He still has doubts about the ability of Metal Gear. He said we can talk after Metal Gear's test launch is successful.
He's a very prudent man.
There's nothing to worry about. The Colonel wants Metal Gear and a new nuclear weapon so bad he can taste it. If Russia wants to regain its position as a military superpower, they need to reinforce their nuclear arsenal. They need a nuclear weapon that can't be intercepted. Metal Gear will allow them to gain first strike capability over the rest of the world.
Their regular army is in shambles, and they think they can restore their country's military power with nuclear weapons? Golukovich, he's no warrior. He's a politician.
But he's the one who gave us the Hind and most of our other heavy firepower.
He's got over 1,000 soldiers under his command. If we join forces, we could put up quite a resistance here. Since Mantis died, the genome soldiers' brainwashing has started to wear off. I'm worried about the men's morale. An alliance with the Russians would boost that as well.
What are you saying?
We're not going anywhere. We're going to dig in here.
We could still escape.
We've got the most powerful weapon ever made, and we're about to ally with Galukovich's forces.
Are you going to fight the whole world?
And what's wrong with that? We can launch a nuclear warhead at any target on this planet. A nuclear warhead invisible to radar. And on top of that, this base is full of spare nuclear warheads. Once we get the DNA and the money, the world will be ours!
What about your promise to Colonel Galukovich?
I have no interest in the revival of Mother Russia.
You're not thinking of reviving Big Boss's dream.
From today, call this place Outer Heaven.
Big Boss's dream. But boss, you're not worried about the PAL being overridden. If the code is in it again, it'll be deactivated.
No need to worry. The DARPA chief and the Armstech president are both dead.
Does Snake know how the override system works?
You interrogated him, don't you know?
He didn't have any keys on him.
Good. Then no one can stop Metal Gear now.
By the way, what should we do with that woman? Want me to kill her?
Let her live. She's Campbell's niece, and Snake cares for her. We'll keep her as our ace in the hole.
Meryl, she's alive.
Snake, I found Baker's top-secret files.
Great job.
How's it going there?
They've finished inputting the PAL codes. So how do we deactivate them?
Okay, you see the override system that the President was talking about? It can also be used to input the detonation codes. You see, if you insert the keys when the warhead is active, you deactivate it. And if you insert them when it's inactive, it becomes activated. And you can only use the keys once.
Only once, huh?
Yeah, you better get started. We don't have much time.
But it takes 3 keys, right? I've only got 1 of them.
Hold on a minute. You see, that's the trick. You already have all 3 keys.
What are you talking about?
The card key is made of a shape memory alloy.
Shape memory alloy?
Yes. It's a material that changes shape at different temperatures. The key is made out of it.
This card key?
Yeah. The card key changes shape at different temperatures.
So this key is actually 3 keys in 1. Clever.
Can you see the input terminals in the center of the control room?
I see them.
Those 3 laptop terminals are for the emergency input. There should be a symbol on each screen. Each symbol corresponds to a different key. Input the keys in order from left to right. The left one's for the room temperature key. See the symbol? Next to that goes the low temperature key. The one on the right is the high temperature key.
Okay, I got it. First, I change the shape of the card, and then I input them in order, right?
That's right. All you do is insert the card keys. After you insert the key into the module, a hard disk reads the information contained on it. Once you've finished with all 3 terminals, the code input process is complete. But here's the thing. You can only use the key 3 times. It's an emergency system. It's only meant to be used once.
The world is riding on that key, Snake.
Who's that?
What?
Damn.
So, マジでしまったじゃん。
The key fell in the drainage ditch.
Snake! This is bulletproof glass. There's no way in. I'll enjoy watching you die.
Snake, you've got to get that key.
鍵拾い。ここに来て。
The terrorists are finished inputting the detonation codes. The only way to stop the launch now is to re-input the detonation codes to lock the detonation mechanism. You need that key to do it. Find that key, Snake. There's no other way.
春樹あった。見つけたよ。割とすぐ見つかった。戻ろう先はそれで。入力や。これでチャッフ。歩き。
PAL code number 1 confirmed. Awaiting PAL code number 2.
Okay, that takes care of PAL code number 1. Now PAL number 2. Freeze the key.
冷却する。じゃあさっきの冷凍庫まで戻んないと。待って。冷却。初めてのお使いになっちゃった急に。 りあえずちょっともう今日マジで帰ってくるのが遅いから、でも言っても7時ぐらいに、帰ってきそうな気がするので、できるところまでとりあえず冷却まではできそうだね。ここだね、多分冷却は。多分待ってばいいんだと思うんだよね。
Next, you've got to cool the card key.
Where should I do that?
This is Alaska. Go outside. It's cold everywhere. But you're close to the warehouse where you fought Raven, right? That place is right in the middle of the permafrost layer, and there's no heater either. That key is actually an IC card. Its connector pins and main body are made of a shape memory alloy. It's designed so that unless it's been changed to the correct shape, it won't be recognized by the PAL code input terminal in the control room, and the detonation code won't be entered.
Justちょっと待とう。急に静寂の時間になってしまった。ちょっと待ちます。どんぐらい待てばいいかわかんないけど。今回多かったね。再生回数23回今言ってるらしいです。なんかずっと視聴者がね2になってるなっていうの気づいてたけど、で時々3になったりしてたから、やっぱり1回プレイしてる人は多分あれだよね、もうそろそろ終わるんだなっていうのが分かってたりするとちょっと見たくなったりする。多分そういうあれなのかなと思ったけど。お、勝った。よし、戻る。シャッフ。3回目のそのあったかいやつもやってからだよね、多分ここからまたさらに進むの。 がいなかったね。チャフ。ピンポン。鍵忘れたとかそういうことある？ないよね。じゃあ待ってる、帰ってくるはず。Number 2.
Awaiting Palco number 3.
Okay, there goes pal code number 2. Next comes pal number 3. Warm the key.
次は温める。ピンポンってなんかすごい怖くない？好きじゃないんだよ。もう行っちゃった方が早い。ここに見張りでも一人だけなんだろうな。まあ別に少なきゃ少ないほどさ、こっちとしてはありがたいからいいですけど。温めるってことは結構上まで行かなきゃいけないよね。シャフグレネードをこんなに使うと思わなかったな。え？見張り増えた。上がってくんなまし。
Snake, it's about Naomi Hunter.
Then you should talk to the Colonel. He's looking into it.
Turn your monitor off.
Okay, it's off. No one else can hear us. Go ahead.
Sorry, but I didn't want the Colonel to hear.
Okay, so what's up?
I've got a good friend in the Pentagon.
Yeah?
He's the one who told me about it. It looks like the DIA recently developed a new type of assassination weapon.
An assassination weapon?
Snake, have you ever heard of something called Fox Dye?
No. Fox Dye. Liquid and the others were talking about it.
Yeah. It's some kind of virus that targets specific people. I don't know all the details, but
what are you trying to say?
It's too similar.
What is?
The cause of death. Didn't the Arms Tech president and the DARPA chief, I mean, Decoy Octopus, die of something that looked like a heart attack?
Yeah.
Well, apparently, Fox Die kills its victims by simulating a heart attack.
No. You're telling me that Naomi was behind it?
Snake, try to remember. Did Naomi give you some kind of injection?
Nanomachines.
She was in the best position to have done it, but I don't know what her motive was.
Does the Colonel know?
I'm not sure. But he still hasn't questioned her.
Okay, I'll ask him myself. Colonel, what's new with the Naomi situation?
I just placed Naomi under arrest.
Arrest?
She was sending coded messages towards the Alaskan base. I didn't want to believe it, but she must be working with the terrorists.
Are you sure?
I'm afraid so. She's
でもや
being
ばくない？そした
interrogated
らフォッ
now.
クスタイで死んじゃうんじゃ
What
ない
kind
で
of
すね。
interrogation?
Well, I'd like to avoid the rough stuff, but we don't even have any sodium pentothal here.
Call me if you find out anything.
So it's true, isn't it?
Naomi, I can't believe it.
That means the Fox Die vaccine must be around somewhere.
Listen, I've got bigger things to worry about.
But Snake, you
So
might be
then-
infected
so
too,
then-
you know.
All I can do is leave it up to the Colonel.
その急に心臓発作で死なれたら困っちゃうよ。言ったでしょ俺は。プレイヤーキャラからが死なないだろうしって言ったでしょ。ここで死んじゃ困るよ。さすがに死なないよな。どうなるかわかんないな。いやー、マジこのゲームどう終わんの？そしてどうつながっていくのその先に。マジでメタルギアに関して本当にわかんないからな。一連のストーリーがどう始まってどう終わるかとかそういう動画とかも見ないようにしてるからマジでわかんない。ここがでも絶対一番熱そうだから
Are you in the boiler room? Those pipes are really old. Once in a while they blow out steam, so be careful.
You call this once in a while?
ここじゃないっぽいね。しゃがねでも当たるの。ここだよね。
Naomi's an enemy spy? I can't believe it.
I don't want to believe it either, but
Snake, leave it to Colonel Campbell. You've got to concentrate on re-inputting that detonation code.
you're right.
Somewhere warm? What about the blast furnace? But the problem is, if you go through a cold place on the way back, the card key might change shape.
なるほどね。
You need to hurry on the way back.
兵士もいたから気をつけないと。 待ってればいいはずだけど。マジでどう終わるか分かんないな。今街です。あ、よし、オッケーオッケー、来た。パッと行かないといけないと。まあそこに関してはこういう食らってもいいから最短距離で行こう。それが正解だと思う。チャフチャフフレネエド。ここだな、チャフ投げ。チャフ投げポイント。チャフを投げる。はい。おう。ただこのボタンのあたりで丸ボタンを押さないと反応してくれない。次のところをもうガッと駆け抜ける。なんだ、ナオミのことか。
Snake,
お、
can you hear me? It's Naomi.
Naomi? What the hell?
Campbell and the others are busy right now. I'm
Nanda,
on a
Nanda,
different
Nanda.
codec.
Naomi, is what the Colonel says true?
Yes. But not everything I said was a
どうした
lie.
どうした、なんだ。
Who are you?
I don't know myself. I don't know my real name or even what my parents looked like. I bought all my identification. But my reason for getting into genetics was true.
Because you want to know yourself, right?
おうおうおう。
That's right. I want to know where I came from. My age, my race, anything.
Naomi.
I was found in Rhodesia sometime in the 80s. A dirty little orphan.
しかし身の上話が始まったけど。
What's now known as Zimbabwe?
Yes. Rhodesia was owned by England until 1965, and there were lots of Indian laborers around. That's probably where I got my skin color from, but I'm not even sure about that.
Naomi, you're too worried about the past. Isn't it enough to understand who you are now?
Understand who I am now? Why should I? No one else tries to understand me. I was alone for so long, until I met my big brother. And him.
Your big brother?
Yes. Frank Yeager.
え？
What?
He was a young soldier when he picked me up near the Zambezi River. I was half dead from starvation, and he shared his rations with me.
またグレーフォックスにどんどん設定が。
Frank Yeager. The man who you destroyed was my brother and my only family.
No. Gray Fox?
またなんかグ
We
レーフォック
survived
スに
that held together, Frank and I. He
関係
protected
がど
me.
んどん。
He's my one connection. The only connection I have to my past.
And he brought you back to America.
No. I was in Mozambique when he came.
Who is he?
ビッグボスか？
You mean Big Boss?
Yes.
あ
He brought us to this land of freedom, this America. And then he and my brother went back to Africa to continue the war. And that's when it happened. You killed my benefactor and sent my brother home a cripple. I vowed revenge and joined Foxhound.
そうなんだ。
I knew it was my best chance to meet you, and I prayed for the day that I would.
So, were your prayers answered?
Yes. I waited 2 long years.
To kill me? Is that all you cared about?
Yes. That's right.
でもフォックス大でやばいんで
2
しょ今。
years. You were all I thought about for 2 long years. Like some kind of twisted obsession.
Do you still hate me?
え？憎くな
Not
いのも。
exactly. I was partly wrong about you.
What about Liquid and the others?
I'll have my revenge on them too.
Naomi, you didn't kill that doctor too, did you? The one that used Grey Fox for his genome experiments?
Dr. Clark? No. That was my brother. Afterwards, I covered it up and helped him hide out.
So that ninja, I mean Grey Fox, he's come here to kill me?
I don't think so.
助けてく
I
れた
think
し
he
な。
just came here to fight you. I wasn't sure before, but now I think I understand. A final battle with you. That's all he lives for. I'm sure of it.
Fox? No. Naomi, tell me something.
About Fox Die?
いや本当よ、それを教えて。
Fox Die is a type of retrovirus that targets and kills only specific people. First, it infects the macrophages in the victim's body. Fox Die contains smart enzymes created through protein engineering. They're programmed to respond to specific genetic patterns in the cells.
Those enzymes recognize the target's DNA?
Right. They respond by becoming active and using the macrophages. They begin creating
すげえ難しい
TNF
話してるな
epsilon.
今。
Huh?
It's a type of cytokine, a peptide which causes cells to die. The TNF epsilon is carried along the bloodstream to the heart, where they attach to the TNF receptors in the heart cells.
And then they cause a heart attack?
The heart cells suffer a shock and undergo an extreme apoptosis. Then, the victim dies.
Apoptosis? You mean the heart cells commit suicide? Naomi,
What?
you must have programmed that thing to kill me too, right? Do I still have time?
え？
Naomi, I don't blame you for wanting me dead, but I can't go yet. I still have a job to do.
Listen, Snake. I'm not the one who made the decision to use Fox Die.
Huh? You weren't.
You were injected with Fox Die as a part of this operation.
どういうこと？
I just wanted to let you know that. No, that's not the whole truth.
Huh?
は？
The real thing I wanted to tell you was... Snake,
Hey, what are you doing?
Snake!
Naomi!
Snake, I can't allow Naomi to make any more
おキャン
unauthorized
ベルお前一気に
transmissions.
怪しくなったぞ。
Naomi's been removed from this operation.
What happened to Naomi? What did she mean when she said that Fox Die was a part of this operation? Colonel, let me talk to her.
I won't. She's under arrest.
こいつだな。
You double-crossed me.
Snake, there's no time for that. Right now, your job is to
キャ
stop
ンベルだ
Metal
な。
Gear. Okay, Snake?
キャンベルがあまりに怪しいぞこれ。キャンベル俺のこと殺そうとしてるだろ。そしてナオミ、何を伝えたかったんだ。いっぱいチュキってこと？もしかして。なんかそんな、でもそういう単純ななんかことじゃない気もするんだよな。いやでも意外と単純なことだったりするのかな、ああいう場面で伝えたいことっていうのは。爆速で駆け抜けてきたけど。オッケー。エディション使おう。 し。ゾンゾン。さらに上。キャンベルは何を隠してんだ。
PAL code number 3 confirmed. PAL code entry complete.
これで止まるはず。
Detonation code activated.
No, why?
なんでなんでなんで起爆する？
Ready for launch.
I deactivated it.
おかしいおかしい。なんで？
Thank you, Snake.
Huh?
Now the detonation code is completed. Nothing can stop Metal Gear now.
Master, what's going on?
どういうことどういうことどういう
You
こと？
found the key, and even activated the warhead for us too. I really must express my gratitude. Sorry to have involved you in that silly shape memory alloy business.
What are you talking about?
We weren't able to learn the DARPA chief's code. Even with Mantis' psychic powers, he couldn't read his mind. Then Ocelot accidentally killed him during the interrogation. In other words, we weren't able to launch the nuclear device, and we were all getting a little worried. Without the threat of a nuclear strike, our demands would never be met.
What do you mean?
Without the detonation codes, we had to find some other way. That's when we decided you might prove useful, Snake.
What?
First, I thought we might get the information from you, Snake, so I had Decoy Octopus disguise himself as the DARPA chief. Unfortunately, Octopus didn't survive the encounter, thanks to Fox Die.
You mean you had this plan from the beginning, just to get me to input the detonation code?
Huh? You didn't think you made it this far by yourself, did you?
Who the hell are you?
In any case, the launch preparations are complete. Once the world glimpses the power of this weapon, the White House will have no choice but to surrender the Fox Die vaccine. To me, their ace in the hole is useless now.
Ace in the hole?
What the? The Pentagon's plan to use you was already successful in the torture room. Snake, you're the only one who doesn't know. Ah, poor fool.
Who are you anyway?
I'll tell you everything you want to know. If you come where I am, that is.
Where are you?
Very close by.
Snake, that's not Master Miller.
Campbell, you're too late.
Master Miller's body was just discovered at his home. He's been dead for at least 3 days. I didn't know because my codec link with Master was cut off. But Mei Ling said his transmission signal was coming from inside the base.
So who is it?
Snake, you've been talking to...
me, dear brother. Liquid, how the... You've served your purpose. You may die now.
What should I do?
Snake, that's bulletproof glass. You can't break it with an ordinary weapon.
Can't you open the security lock here?
I'll try. Just hold on for a minute. I hacked into security. Snake, I'm opening the door.
開けてください。ただいま。
Liquid! Snake! Did you like my sunglasses?
Damn.
You'd point a weapon at your own brother?
Why did you disguise yourself as Master?
So I could manipulate you more easily. And you performed quite well, I must say. Although the boys at the Pentagon are probably saying the same thing.
What the hell are you talking about?
Following orders blindly with no questions asked, you've lost your warrior's pride and become nothing more than a pawn, Snake.
What?
Stopping the nuclear launch, rescuing the hostages, it was all just a diversion.
A diversion?
The Pentagon only needed for you to come into contact with us. That's what killed the Arms Tech president and decoy octopus.
You don't mean...
That's right. You were sent here to kill us so they could retrieve Metal Gear undamaged, along with the bodies of the Genome soldiers. From the beginning, the Pentagon was just using you as a vector to spread Fox Dye.
Fox Dye? It can't be. Are you telling me Naomi was working with the Pentagon?
They thought she was, but it seems that Dr. Naomi Hunter couldn't be controlled so easily.
What?
We've got a spy working in the Pentagon. He reported that Dr. Hunter altered Fox Dye's program just before the operation, but no one knows how or why.
I wonder... Maybe they arrested her so they could find out the answer to that.
No doubt. But I had no idea she was motivated by such petty revenge. We still don't know what changes she made to Fox Dye's program. Oh well, it doesn't matter. I've already added the Fox Dye vaccine to my list of White House demands.
There's a vaccine?
There must be, but that woman is the only one who really knows. Anyway, it might prove to be unnecessary.
Why's that?
You were successful in coming into contact with all of us, so we must have all been exposed to the virus. It's true that the Arms Tech president and decoy octopus were killed by Fox Dye, but Ocelot, myself, and you, the carrier, were apparently unaffected.
A bug in the virus's programming?
Could be. In any case, if it doesn't kill you, then I'm not worried either. After all, our genetic code is identical.
So it's true. You and I are...
Yes, twins. But we're not ordinary twins. We're twins linked by cursed genes. Les enfants terribles. You're fine. You got all the old man's dominant genes. I got the flawed recessive genes. Everything was done so that you would be the greatest of his children. The only reason I exist is so they could create you.
I was the favorite, huh?
That's right. I'm just the leftovers of what they used to make you. Can you understand what it's like to know that you're garbage since the day you were born? But I'm the one Father chose.
So that's why you're so obsessed with Big Boss. Some warped kind of love.
Love?
It's hate! He always told me I was inferior, and now I'll have my revenge! You should understand me, brother. You killed our father with your own hands! You stole my chance for revenge! Now I'll finish the work that father began. I will surpass him! I will destroy him!
You're just like Naomi.
Well, I'm not like you! Unlike you, I'm proud of the destiny that is encoded into my very genes! Yeah! Snake, your blood will be the first to be spilled by this glorious new weapon! Consider it an honor, a gift from your brother! Now I'll show you the power of the weapon that will lead us in the 21st century!
メタルギア戦か？
It's moving.
どうやったら壊せる？
How do I stop it?
やばいよ。しろ、オタコンに。
Snake, Rex's armor is impregnable. You can't do any damage with the weapons you've got. Rex uses the latest advances in compound armor. The only way you can pierce it is with a high-performance heat round.
So what do I do?
Rex's pilot seat operates exactly like a VR system. It's got multiple sensors connected to a high-tech interface used for the controls. It's completely self-enclosed and shut off from the outside environment.
He's not using his naked eyes?
That's right. So if you could somehow destroy the sensors... Do you see that round plate on Rex's left arm?
Yeah, that thing that looks like a shield.
That's a radome. If you can destroy that thing, it won't be able to use its electronic equipment.
So he'll be blinded.
Yeah, try to hit that radome with a Stinger missile.
So that will stop it?
No. Rex was designed so it can be controlled manually, too.
Oh, great.
The part that looks like a beak is where the pilot seat is. In an emergency, it'll open up.
なるほど。
Rex's armor is perfect. You can't destroy it.
You told me that already.
But the interior is a different story.
I get it. First I destroy the radome. That will force him to open up the pilot's seat.
Right. If you can shoot a Stinger missile into the cockpit, you'll destroy the computer control system.
You intentionally designed it with a weak point?
It's not a weak point. I like to think of it as a character flaw. People just aren't complete without some type of character flaw, don't you think?
I guess so. I owe you one, Otacon.
スティンガーミサイル。 やばっ。ここ当たんないの。あ、ダメだ。左だからこっちだよ。いて、なんだ。今までのメタルゲート格段に進化してる。あ、組まれた。 ばいでしょ。やばい、死んだ。やばー。でもこれマジでちょっと攻撃がどうやって避ければいいかが全然わかんねえな。になってるっていうのはちょっとどうするの。これは一回聞いたところでしょ。
First, use a stick.
ミサイルが優秀すぎる。あんまり動かない方がいいかも。ちょっと着効いてないこれ。投げて着でも分かった分かった分かった。次はいける次はいける。スティンが一発撃ったらやばい、一回着投げないんだよ。シャフ 回チャック投げるわ。あ、なんで当たってる？もう一回投げるよ。あー、いて。もうちょいだったな。シャフ行こう。こんな当たんの？当たりすぎ当たりすぎ。じゃあよし。いいよ。
Did that do it?
なんで？あ、サイボーグ忍者だ。
Grey Fox. A name from long ago. It sounds better than Deep Throat.
So it is you.
You look terrible, Snake. You haven't aged well.
I'll send you back to hell!
顔が見えてる。おお。
Fox, why? What do you want from me? I'm a prisoner of death. Only you can free me. Fox, stay out of this. What about Naomi? She's hell-bent on taking revenge for you. Naomi? You're the only one who can stop her. No, I can't. Why? Because I'm the one who killed her parents. I was young then, and couldn't bring myself to kill her too. I felt so bad that I decided to take her with me. I raised her like she was my own blood to soothe my guilty conscience. Even now, she thinks of me as her brother. Fox. From the outside, we might have seemed like a happy brother and sister. But every time I looked at her, I saw her parents' eyes staring back at me. Tell her for me. Tell her that I was the one who did it. There you are! We're just about out of time. Here's a final present from Deep Throat. I'll stop it from moving. Fox!
すげえなこいつ。わっ、腕が。
In the Middle East, we don't hunt foxes, we hunt jackals. Instead of foxhounds, we use royal harriers.
Fox!
How strong is that exoskeleton of yours? Snake, are you just going to sit by and watch him die?
Cornered fox is more dangerous than a jackal. Destroyed the radome.
こいつがやってくれたんだ。
Impressive! You are indeed worthy of the code name Fox, but now you're finished!
No! Fire the stinger!
Fox, can you really shoot? You'll kill him too!
Now, in front of you, I can finally die. After Zanzibar, I was taken from the battle. Neither truly alive nor truly dead.
撃つの？
An undying shadow in a world of light. But soon it will finally end. Die! Snake, we're not tools of the government or anyone else. Fighting was the only thing I was good at. But at least I always fought for what I believed in. Snake, farewell.
Foolish man. He prayed for death, and it found him. You see, you can't protect anyone, not even yourself. Die!
こいつやらないと。こいつやらないと。一緒に回り込む。 らんないよ。倒さないと別に。
Crush you into dust.
中からこう。リキッド。
Sleeping late as usual. A snake. Liquid. You're still alive.
I won't die as long as you still live.
Too bad. It looks like your revolution was a failure.
Just because you've destroyed Metal Gear doesn't mean I am done fighting.
Fighting? What are you really after?
A world where warriors like us are honored as we once were, as we should be.
That was Big Boss's fantasy.
It was his dying wish. When he was young, during the Cold War, the world needed men like us. We were valued then. We were desired. But things, are different now. With all the liars and hypocrites running the world, war isn't what it used to be. We're losing our place in a world that no longer needs us. A world that now spurns our very existence. You should know that as well as I do. After I launch this weapon and get our $1 billion, we'll be able to bring chaos and honor back to this world gone soft. Conflict will breed conflict. New hatreds will arise. Then, we'll steadily expand our sphere of influence.
But as long as there are people, there will always be war.
But the problem is balance. Father knew what type of a balance was best.
Is that the only reason?
Isn't it reason enough for warriors such as us?
I don't want that kind of world.
Ha! You lie! So why are you here then? Why do you continue to follow your orders while your superiors betray you? Why did you come here? Well, I'll tell you then. You enjoy all the killing. That's why.
What?
Are you denying it? Haven't you already killed most of my comrades?
That was...
I watched your face when you did it. It was filled with the joy.
There's
a killer inside you. You don't have to deny it. We were created to be that way.
Created?
Les enfants terribles. The terrible children. That's what the project was called. It started in the 1970s. Their plan was to artificially create the most powerful soldier possible. The person that they chose as the model was the man known then as the greatest living soldier in the world.
Big Boss.
but Father was wounded in combat and already in a coma when they brought him in. So they created us from his cells, with a combination of 20th century analog cloning and the super baby method.
Super baby method.
They fertilized an egg with one of Father's cells, and then let it divide into 8 clone babies. Then they transferred the clones to someone's uterus and later intentionally aborted 6 of the fetuses to encourage strong fetal growth. You and I were originally octuplets.
Octuplets?
Yes. The other 6 of our brothers were sacrificed to make us. We were accomplices in murder before the day we were even born. So it was you and I, 2 fertilized eggs with exactly the same DNA. But they weren't finished yet. They used me as a guinea pig to create a phenotype in which all of the dominant genes were expressed. To create you! I got all of the recessive genes! You took everything from me before I was even born! But you and I aren't his only children.
What?
The Genome Soldiers. They too are his progeny, carrying on his genetic legacy. But they're different. They're digital. With the completion of the Human Genome Project, the mysteries of humanity were laid bare. Thanks to Father's DNA, they were able to identify more than 60 soldier genes responsible for everything from strategic thinking to the proverbial killer instinct. Those soldier genes were transplanted into the members of the next generation special forces. That's how they became the Genome Soldiers. That's right. The Genome Soldiers that you've been killing are our brothers with the same genes as ours.
The Genome Soldiers?
That's right. They are our brothers, created artificially through the alignment of nucleotides to mimic our father's genes. They too are the product of numerous sacrifices.
Sacrifices?
Human experiments! 1991. The Gulf War. The military secretly injected soldiers with the soldier genes. The Gulf War syndrome that hundreds of thousands of returning soldiers complained about was a side effect of it.
Ha! Everyone knows that the Gulf War syndrome was caused by exposure to depleted uranium used in the anti-tank rounds.
And that was just a cover story issued by the Pentagon. First they tried to say it was post-traumatic stress disorder, then chemical or biological weapons. The poison gas detection units and the anti-sarin injections, they were all just a cover-up of the secret genetic experiments.
So then, the so-called Gulf War babies that have been reported by Gulf War veterans are...
Yes. They too are our brothers and sisters.
So the Genome Soldiers mean that the experiments were a success?
Success? Don't be a fool. They're a complete failure. We are on the verge of extinction.
What?
Have you ever heard of the asymmetry theory? Nature tends to favor asymmetry. Those species which have gone extinct all show signs of symmetry. The Genome Soldiers suffer from the same problem. Signs of symmetry. So do I. As do you. That's right. We are all on the verge of death at the genetic level. We don't know when or what type of disease will occur. That's why we need the old man's genetic information.
You want Big Boss's DNA so you can save your family? It's very touching.
In nature, family members don't mate with each other, and yet they help each other to survive. Do you know why? It increases the chance that their genes will be passed on to a new generation. Altruism among blood relatives is a response to natural selection. It's called the selfish gene theory.
You're telling me that your genes are ordering you to save the Genome Soldiers?
You can't fight your genes. It's fate. All living things are born for the sole purpose of passing on their parents' genes. That's why I'll follow what my genes tell me. And then I'm going to go beyond. In order to break the curse of my heritage. And to do that, first, I will kill you.
それはわからん。それはわからん。最後がいきなり意味わかんないな。
Look behind you.
Meryl! Is she alive?
I'm not sure. She was alive a few hours ago. Poor girl kept calling your name.
Meryl.
Stupid woman. Falling in love with a man who doesn't even have a name.
I have a name.
No! We have no past, no future, and even if we did, it wouldn't be truly ours. You and I are just copies of our father, Big Boss.
Let Meryl go.
As soon as we've finished our business, we're almost out of time.
You're talking about Fox Die.
No. It seems now that the Pentagon knows that Metal Gear is destroyed. They've arrived at a decision. They won't even need a BDA. If you want the details, why don't you ask your precious Colonel Campbell?
キャンベルかなんかやっぱ怪しいもんこいつ。
Colonel, can you hear me?
Yes, I'm listening.
What is the Pentagon trying to do? Colonel, answer me.
The Secretary of Defense has taken over active control of this operation. He's on his way there by AWACS.
What for?
To bomb the place.
Huh?
What?
Not only that, B-2 bombers just lifted off from Galena Air Force Base. They're carrying B-6113 surface-piercing tactical nuclear bombs.
What? Metal Gear is destroyed. Tell the Secretary of Defense.
The Secretary of Defense heard that Naomi double-crossed us, and he's worried about Fox Die. Now that there's no more danger of a nuclear strike from Metal Gear, he's going to do whatever's necessary to cover up the truth of what really happened here.
Huh?
He's going to drop a nuclear bomb to vaporize all the evidence along with anyone who knows anything.
Don't worry, Snake. I'll stop the nuclear strike.
How?
No, do it then.
I may only be a figurehead here, but I'm still officially in command of this mission. If I issue an order to delay the strike, it'll confuse the chain of command and at least buy you some time. It'll give you a chance to escape.
But, Colonel, if you do that...
It's okay, Snake. The truth is, Foxhound was already the subject of an undercover investigation. Merrill was transferred to this base just before the terrorist attack as a way of manipulating me.
Those bastards.
I'm sorry. They forced me to cooperate in exchange for her life.
全然喋れなかった。メリルがいるから。
Are you sure? It'll be bad for you.
Don't worry. It's the least I can do for you, after all the lies.
Colonel.
I'm ordering them to cancel the bombing run. After that, there's no turning back. What? What are you doing?
何
Snake!
Mei Ling, what happened to the Colonel?
I don't believe it.
What happened?
そう終わります。
The Colonel!
Roy Campbell has been relieved of duty. This is the Secretary of Defense, Jim Houseman.
Put the Colonel back on.
He's been placed under arrest for leaking top-secret information and for the crime of high treason.
Ridiculous.
Yes, he's a ridiculous man. He truly believed that he was in command of this operation.
You bastard.
There won't be a speck of evidence left. I'm sure the President would want the same thing.
President ordered this?
President is a busy man. I have complete authority here.
How do you plan on explaining a nuclear attack on Alaska to the media?
Don't worry. We've prepared a convincing cover story. We'll simply say that the terrorists exploded a nuclear device.
Smart. You'll be murdering everyone here. The scientists, the Genome Army, everyone.
Donald, the DARPA chief, is already dead.
So, you didn't mean to kill the DARPA chief after all.
He was my friend.
And you could care less about what happens to everybody else, huh?
Well, if you give me the optic disc, I might consider saving them.
What are you talking about?
Metal Gear's test data. Donald was supposed to bring it back.
I don't have it.
I see. Oh well, that's okay. You two are an embarrassment from the 1970s. Our country's dirty little secret. You can't be allowed to live. Well, the bombs will be dropping soon, and you two have a lot of catching up to do. Farewell.
There's no way out for us. Let's finish this before the airstrike. You stole everything from me. Only your death can satisfy me. Only your death can return to me what is rightly mine. She'll make a beautiful sacrifice for our final battle. Do you see this? It will be the time limit for our final battle. This nuclear module is set to detonate at the precise moment of her death. If you win, you might still be able to save her. You could enjoy one brief moment of love before the end. If you cross this line, you'll fall. At this height, it will kill even you. Have at you, Snake!
Snake, are you okay? Don't die, Snake.